Hi everyone. I was thumbing through meditations from A Course in Miracles, and I came across a very short little meditation that I thought was interesting that I wanted to share. We haven't done A Course in Miracles here before, and this is a slightly different thing. This is meditations from A Course in Miracles, but A Course in Miracles has a pretty wild origin story, actually. It was written in the 70s by this woman who channeled the entire book, she says, over the course of 8 years. But look it up if you want to just sort of read a story that sounds fantastical. But I don't discriminate. If I am reading something that strikes me as having some ground truths in it or some things that resonate with me, I'll read it anyway, regardless of the origin story. But what I came across today that I wanted to share, the title of this meditation is called On Finding the Answer Within. And all that it reads is, look not to idols. Do not seek outside yourself. That's it. But I thought in terms of like a lot of the things that we've been discussing on this channel, this actually fits quite well. I'm really finding over time that there is so much truth in this idea that that which you seek and that which seeks you and that which you grow to understand is really, really focused on what your perspective is and what your internal dialogue is, what it is that you're focused on internal to yourself. And that sure, there are externalities and things happen, but as we've all seen, people deal with the exact same thing happening external to them in very, very different ways at very different periods of time. And so that to me says there are certain ways that you can try to fortify within yourself the ways in which you want to respond to any given situation, but not being able to account for everything that happens. I think a much better way to approach it is to focus on what it is that you're becoming. What are the thoughts that are occupying your mind day in and day out? What are you thinking about first thing when you wake up, last thing before you go to bed? These things are super important and really go far to change and influence how you react to everything that happens to you throughout the day. And so if you can take the time to find ways to do the work on yourself, which all the things that we explore in the videos that I make here is me trying to do that. All the time that I spend in nature, the physical labor that I try to do, the things that I am reading, the books behind us, the puzzles that I do to try to refresh the mind, the goal setting exercises that we do. These are all me trying to fortify that which is inside myself in such a way that I shift my perspective and that I keep my focus on the things that I want it to be focused on. And as things from the outside world come in, that will be the toolbox from which I am navigating my way through any of these externalities that happen. So everyone has a toolbox. It's just some people's toolbox gives them a stronger opportunity to make the most of what happens outside of their control, to find ways to contextualize things that happen that potentially seem painful or unfortunate or detrimental. Not everyone reacts the same way to those things. And so being able to build that tool chest for ourselves to work from is 100% within our control, and we should absolutely be making the time and effort to make it whatever we want it to be. And obviously the things that resonate with me, poems by Rumi, spending this time outdoors in nature, collecting firewood and chopping, like these things aren't necessarily going to be the path for other people to accomplish that internal self that they want. And that's fine. But I think that there's huge value in even just identifying or saying to yourself that I am intentionally doing things because of the way that those things are influencing my inner being. So that's all. If you like this video, if you liked any of my other videos, or are enjoying the channel in any way, shape, or form, please like and subscribe so we can get this out to more people. And as always, I will see you in the next video.